Hi, my usual welcome to you guys. Yeah, my first live stream. So it'll probably be a bit slower than my videos because I cut a lot in my videos, but this time I'm live. Yeah, you may be wondering, why have I started live streaming? Normally my videos have a turnaround time that's quite long. So if there's something new to talk about, then I need to make a video, and I make these videos in the evening. So then it usually takes around, well, at least 3 days for me to make a new video. And then, yeah, the event may have passed, so the news may no longer be news anymore. So and I always have scheduled videos like 2 weeks ahead. So if I wait for that, it'll be even longer. So I figured, well, let's try some live streaming to see if that works. Technically, it's more of a technical test at the moment. So I have a couple of things that I want to talk about, but right now it's more of a technical test. It would be nice if you guys could let me know if you can hear me properly. If any of you are there, that would be great. I am seeing audio activity in my OBS, so I assume it's also on the stream. But if not, just let me know. And another reason why I started live streaming is, well, for this interaction. If you guys are there, guys, girls, women, then it would be good. All good, Mark. Well, thanks. That's great. Good that audio is working. I assume the video is also working. Yeah, it's also nice to be able to interact a bit more live with you guys on stuff that you want to know about. You can tell me direct what you want to hear, and so it's great that there's more direct interaction than just through comments under my regular videos. Yeah, that's basically what I am doing and why I am starting live streams. At least I attempt to. Let's see how it works, if technically everything is okay. Hi Voluspa, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but hello. And Richard, who was the first one here, I think. Great, welcome. Okay, first thing that I kind of wanted to talk about for a minute. I don't think this stream will be long. Yeah, I'm mostly testing, so I don't have a lot of subjects to talk about, but one thing is UAD. I'm sure you've all noticed that the UAD plugins are now available. Well, they have been available for a while in native format under the Spark subscription. So then a select amount of plugins that UAD has is available under a subscription model. But recently, I think it's like a couple of weeks ago, they actually started selling separate of their subscription model. So you don't have to pay monthly to get their plugins natively, but you can also just, initially I think the idea was that you could buy collections of plugins. So you could buy 3 collections, which were pretty expensive, but now it's also possible to buy them separately. I'm sure you've heard about it. Well, we'll have a look, because this is also a test of me showing my desktop to see if that works. Now you guys should see my desktop. And you can see on my desktop here, this is the Universal Audio website. And there are basically 3 editions that you can buy a collection of their plugins. There's the Creative Edition, there's the Mixed Edition, and there's the Diamond Edition. For, yeah, like I said, it's not cheap. $349, $559, and $699. These are just introductory prices as well. So later on, they will probably be more expensive. And I think when they started, they introduced these collections outside of their Spark subscription model. And now you can see that these plugins are also available separately. And I think they all have a 50% discount at the moment. So if you still want to pick up any UAD plugins, they're at a discount at the moment. I know that Plugin Boutique is also selling UAD plugins at the moment. For example, over here is the Mix Edition. I'm just not sure exactly why the price is different. Yeah, okay, this is in euros and this is in dollars. So we have 559 for the mixed edition on the UAD side, and that's in dollars. And over here we have 617 euros, which I guess that's about the same then. I'm not sure exactly what the advantage is of buying this via Plugin Boutique. I've bought stuff via Plugin Boutique, definitely. But I think you can save up some points and then get some free plugins or use them to buy plugins from the loyalty points that you saved up. Yeah, the virtual cache over here. So that could be a difference. But at the moment it seems that, yeah, it seems that it's slightly cheaper on the UAD side. Yeah, one thing with the UAD plugins. Let me switch back to the video image. One thing that I'm still missing from UAD is with the native versions of their plugins, they have definitely switched to VST3, which is great because as we know, VST2 is going to be not supported anymore for Cubase. Somewhere this year, probably. I think the M1 Mac users are already missing VST2 support in Cubase. But for other platforms, this will probably happen soon as well. And I must say, yeah, so it's great that they're natively available in VST3 format. But what I am still missing is that they're available in VST3 format for the UAD cards. Because I have a UAD card in my DAW. It's a UAD Quad, and I still also have a UAD Solo. And I would be really like as long as I have these cards in my PC, it would be great if I can still run plugins on them. And if VST is no longer supported by Cubase somewhere next year, then I would like to run VST3 plugins on these cards. I have not seen any news about that. There is a long thread on the forum from UAD. Let me switch back to the desktop over here. So there's a long forum thread here, which I think if you look for UAD versus VST3, there's lots of information in there, and also UAD is posting in that thread themselves. So they have repeated, well, VST3 is coming, but I'm not clear yet on whether they mean the way VST3 is published is published now. So they now offer VST3 on their native plugins, but are they also going to offer VST3 on their plugins that are still running on the card? I'm kind of wondering about that. I don't know if any of you guys have news about that. Let's catch up with some of the comments here. Connell, Jacinto Real Estate, looking forward to your live streams. Well, let's see how this one goes first. Impulse Music, hello from British Virgin Islands. Hello. Purple Sound TV, hello there everybody, good start with the live stream, thanks. Peter Bata, future live streams are a brilliant idea. Yeah, thanks Peter, I know, yeah, I've seen you. Well, some of these, a couple of you, your names I definitely do recognize from under my videos. And I know Peter Bata, I think you run a forum, a Facebook group, I think, that I publish my videos on. And you let me, so that's great. Thanks for that. Yeah, for UAD, I'm kind of wondering if any of you guys know what their plans are with the support of running their plugins on the card in VST3 format. Would be great. I have not been able to find something so quickly, but maybe they have published it somewhere, or maybe Universal Audio has commented somewhere in the thread that they are going to provide that as well. That would be great. Now, another thing that I was shortly wanted to mention, it's a shameless self-promotion, but my band Awash, I'm sure if you've seen more videos on this channel, you've probably heard of my band Awash because I have featured many of their songs, or at least some of their songs, in a lot of videos. And we're going to release another album. So on the 22nd of April, so it's still a while to go, we're releasing an album, and we're presenting the album in the Boemel, which is in Tilburg, which is a town in Holland. So if you're nearby, or if you live in Tilburg, you're very welcome to come by and check us out live. It should be a great show. We're practicing for it already. to have it all tight by the time we release the album. So it would be great if to see you there if you have time. And this is the album that we're releasing. We're releasing it also on vinyl. So it's called To Where the River Starts by Awash. And one of these songs on here, it's called The Calling, is actually featured in about 21 videos on this channel. I have a series about how we fully produced, recorded and mixed and finalized that song to be ready for publication. It has already been released on Spotify as a single, but right now it will also be on the album. So it's also a special album for this channel, basically. So much for Awash. Yeah, come see us if you have time, if you want to, and if you want to have a nice evening in Tilburg, which is in the south of the Netherlands. The H is silent. Okay, Peter, sorry, pronounced Bata. Everyone messes it up. No worries, Maat. Okay, I won't worry about it, but it's good that you tell me how to properly pronounce your name. I have a very weird name myself, so I'm Dutch. I think not a lot of people from outside of Holland can actually say my name correctly. So if you want to hear my name correctly, it's called Maarten Lichtenberg, which is, you have to make some sounds with your voice that especially English-speaking people are not used to. So I can imagine that sometimes with all these foreign influences and we're talking to each other all over the world, pronunciation is not all that correct sometimes. Sorry about that, Peter, but I know how to say your name now. Thanks, Connell. Congratulations and best wishes on the album. Yeah, thanks. We're very happy with it. We worked hard on it, especially we needed to finish it at the end of last year. To make sure that it could be released on vinyl and that we would still have the vinyl in time. Well, it has arrived in time, so that's great, and we're ready to release it, but it'll be 22nd of April. It will be available on all streaming services, and we will do a release party and all that in Tilburg. Finally, my last, if none of you guys have any special remarks, thanks for being here, by the way, and for listening to me rambling on and trying to do this live instead of nicely being able to edit and record and edit a video, which is always, it's a bit more, I guess, relaxed. This is live, so I have to kind of improvise in what I'm saying, and I cannot redo everything 10 times and then cut it together. So it takes a bit of getting used to, but I'll get it in the end. Let me see if anybody has any later. Peter is saying a lot. Congratulations on the album. Perhaps we'll see you in Canada in the not too distant future. Yeah, I've been to Canada. I really like Canada. I've been mostly to the side where for the Rockies between Vancouver and Calgary it was. I'm not sure where you are, Peter. I've also been to Toronto actually for work. But holidays have been mostly on the west coast, and I really like the nature there. It's great. I love mountains. Let me see. I have seen several YouTube content providers use some sort of multi-tracks. Yeah, Warren Ewart. I'm also produced like a Pro Academy member, so I have access to the multi-tracks of Warren Ewart as well. And yes, those are other options that I could use, maybe without getting a copyright strike to use for my videos. You don't have to apologize for the rambling, Peter. I like the fact that you're responding. That's the reason why I'm doing a live stream, right? So by all means, just say whatever you want in there. Be kind though. Be kind to everybody. And and I won't reply to everything. But this is my first live stream, so I'm kind of checking what you guys are saying. 5.5 hour drive from Toronto you're located. Okay, that's good. So I guess you are in the east. And come back to Toronto. Yeah. Oh, Cornell, you're also in Toronto. Well, in the Toronto area at least. At least if 5.5 hours from Toronto is what you call the Toronto area. I mean, in Holland, you can drive through the whole country in 5.5 hours. So it's we're a bit Quebec. You're in Quebec. Okay, great. I guess you speak French then. Well, I know what El sera means, but I'm not big on French, so but I guess over there you can also speak English. Okay, I'm gonna finish this with by playing the track and see if I get a copyright strike. Thanks to all of you for being there, and yeah, let's maybe next time I'll publish it a bit more ahead of time so that you guys know when I'm doing a live stream. But this was kind of a test, so I didn't want to fall flat on my face in front of a lot of people, so now I'm just falling in front of you guys. So thanks, I'll play the track and see you again on the next live stream or on the next video. Really appreciate that you're there. Bye bye.